I've been to Vancouver, and something interesting that they have there is, you know, the public bathroom situation is like something. Sometimes you go to Starbucks and they're like, no, you can't use the bathroom. And it's like, well, where am I supposed to go then? If not Starbucks. But Vancouver has these like outdoor toilet cubicles. So you can go in and they like lock electronically. And then there's like a timer, like a 5-minute timer. And if you go too long, the door will just open on its own. And it's like, well, I hope you're done. And then, yeah, they're self-cleaning. It will close after you're gone. And then it will like spray water everywhere. The toilet paper like retracts into the wall and then it like sanitizes it. It's very weird, but it was interesting. I mean, the worst part is then when you go in, like everything is like wet, but it's like wet with disinfectant. So it's like, maybe it's okay, but at least they're trying. Only 5 minutes. It might be 10 minutes. The thing is, like, if there's a line to use it, it takes forever because it has to clean between every person, which sometimes feels excessive. I don't know. I'm not gonna complain about the bathroom being clean, you know. But if you're like with your friends, sometimes you don't need the whole bathroom to be soaked in disinfectant. Like if it was just soaked, it's like, it's kind of fine, right? But it has to, and it takes a long time, so you're gonna be waiting there for a while. Do you clean your bathroom at home, like after every use? Do you disinfect the whole thing? Maybe you do. If you do, like, more power to you. When your friends come over, so you're telling me your friend comes over, they use your bathroom, and then you immediately go in there and you clean it? I would be a little bit offended if I was that friend. Well, that's normal. That's normal. I mean, like, after every use, every single use seems a little excessive. Beforehand, after, waiting right at the door with a bottle, I would be... I don't like when people go into the bathroom right after me, honestly, in the first place. It's like, can't you, like, wait a minute or two? Are you done yet? Bathroom cool down timer. Oh, no. I mean, in, like, a public place, it's whatever. But at home, it's like, yeah. How do we get on this conversation? It's just standard Minecraft Monday things, really. The AI summary is crazy. No, don't let the AI summary hear. They gone. They left. They were disgusted by the conversation. I worried about nothing to talk about. No, they did not leave. I do worry about nothing to talk about. I don't know. It always comes back to the relatable topics, such as food and bathrooms and flying and food on airplanes and bathrooms on airplanes and Twilight. Twilight is relatable to everyone, right? There's a lot of movies I've never seen. Like The Matrix, except I finally watched it. And you're right, I should have watched it a long time ago. Well, I don't know. If I watched it a long time ago, I don't know if I would have appreciated it in the same way that I appreciate it now. I feel like me of the past had bad taste. Also, I used to not really be into... Does The Matrix count as like sci-fi? I used to not really be into sci-fi. Yeah, I probably would have been a hipster about it, exactly. It is sci-fi. I used to not really be into sci-fi. For no reason. Why did I think I wasn't into sci-fi? Well, I guess it's just because I didn't watch anything sci-fi. And then for like the past few years, I've been expanding my sci-fi library of things I've watched. Star Wars? No, actually, I've always liked Star Wars. Okay, but have you heard the argument that Star Wars is more space fantasy than it is sci-fi? Because it kind of is. It's actually space western. But then I watched a bunch of sci-fi shows that I liked, like The Expanse, which I heard remains unfinished, but I've kind of fell off of it. They stopped talking about like the cool alien disease thing. I heard the books are good, but I really liked Drummer. Is that her name? And the old man. Those two were my favorite. They made a Telltale game where she's the main character, but I heard it had a mixed reception. And then I watched Altered Carbon, which I liked. And I watched Firefly, which is so good. I know, Firefly makes me emo. Never watched it. I highly recommend it. I watched Dune, I have. And I read Dune. I actually read read it before I watched it. Except I only read the first one, and now the movie is gonna continue. The trilogy is gonna continue past the first book, which I have not read, so I'm gonna lose all my, oh, I read the book cred, because I don't know what's happening next. Time to read more. Yeah, I heard that it gets really weird. But weird is good. The second book is really short. Is it? Because the first book was really long. Respect me for reading the massive book. Thank you. It took me several months to read it. And then I still feel like I didn't absorb all of it properly on the first read through. Like all of the war against computers stuff, well, maybe they get into it more later. All of that stuff I like barely picked up on. I don't know. It's just like, oh, yeah, they have mentats, human computers. Yeah, that's normal. I just accept that. This stuff just happened. Mentats like Fallout. Are mentats in Fallout? Is probably a reference, right, to Dune? Surely. I did watch the Fallout TV show. It made me want to play the game. I liked it. I liked the ghoul. Is he a ghoul? Is that what they're called? It's Skyrim with guns? Well, see, that's the problem. Is because I'm like allergic to guns in video games. Well, I don't really need to specify video games. That makes it seem like I'm not allergic to them in other settings. I can play a melee build. I know Hitman is the prime example. In Hitman, guns are not for using. They're for collecting in your arsenal and then crying if you lose them when you fail your freelancer run. By the time you have to break out the gun, you've already lost in Hitman. Just need to turn on aim assist, but then people will make fun of me for using aim assist. Play as a punching granny? Can I do that? Can you be a granny in Fallout? Too many games, you can only be like a young adult. And then sometimes they let you, like, they have an age slider, like a wrinkle slider. But then all it does is take the face of a 20-year-old and give them wrinkles, which is like not how aging works. A 90-year-old does not look like a 20-year-old with wrinkles. It's not, no, I need the, like, you know, the jowls. I need the neck flap. Sorry, I say this lovingly. Get the sag. I need the 90 years of gravity doing its work. Otherwise, what's the point? Saying it's a spoiler is more of a spoiler. That's my pet peeve. That's my actual, like, streaming pet peeve. Anytime, okay, like, imagine there's, like, a character that will go on to betray you in a game or something, and that's, like, a big twist. It's like, and then whenever that character is introduced, people are, like, spamming smiley faces. And it's like, I am smart enough to read between the lines here. Like, I know what that means. Or yeah, they're like, oh, this character. Yeah, and then other people are like, shh, spoilers. Well, now nobody said anything, but like, now I know. Yeah, nobody say anything. That is just as big of a spoiler as just saying a spoiler. When you say nobody say anything. It's like, I know what that means. I know what it means when you say nobody say anything. Just do it for every character and thing. That's the only solution because, you know, you can't stop people. People will do that no matter what. That's really the only solution. And then you're gonna have a paranoid streamer who's convinced that every character is going to betray them. That is sort of how I felt in The Witcher. Like, I felt like every decision I made was going to be the end of me. It's good, I think. It's definitely better than games where you feel like your decisions don't do anything. Although it is frustrating sometimes when your actions have, like, the opposite of your intended consequence. And it's like, how was I supposed to know that? What if one spoiler is more convincing than the other? That's the thing. Because if it's a well-written game, then probably the twist will be foreshadowed in some way. Some US presidents used to have pistol duels. I heard about that. Didn't Abe Lincoln, like, duel people? Was it because they insulted his wife, or was that somebody else? He wrestled? Didn't he have, like, a sword or something? He was a wrestler. Andrew Jackson was the most known one. That's wild. Pistol duels were a real thing. Is there an equivalent nowadays? I don't know. What if you really have qualms with someone? Can you challenge them to a duel? I guess you can challenge people to a wrestling match, but rap battle? Yeah, usually you just, like, yell at each other on Twitter, I think. Try to ratio them. Denny's parking lot. I guess there are a lot of people getting into brawls in the Waffle House. You just decide who gets the last donut. Fuawa got all the nutrition. She ate all the donuts and got all the nutrition. Is that what happened? Noah! Noah! I can't do the Mokoko. Noah! Noah! I can't do it. Only she can replicate it, and probably Elizabeth too. I love the Noah. Emma? Owa? C? Owa? So cute. Donuts aren't nutritious. Starving medieval peasants beg to differ. I'm sure they would find a donut plenty nutritious. What about like a savory donut? Those seem to be trendy these days. A bacon donut? Well, maple bacon. Okay, is this a hot take? I honestly think like maple bacon still counts as a dessert. Maple bacon donut still counts as a dessert. It has a little bit of savoriness, but it's still like sweet overall. For sure. Oh, I thought that would be more controversial. I mean, it's like salted caramel, right? It's still dessert. Or even like peanut butter can be considered savory on its own, but like a peanut butter donut is still dessert. At best, it's breakfast. There are like other donuts though, like more savory donuts. Is it always bacon though? Do they have other ones? What about like a chive and cream cheese donut? Not a bagel. I know that just sounds like a bagel, but... Or like a burger, but instead of a bun, it's a donut. It's not really nutritious either. Maybe it's more nutritious, though, than just a regular donut. Put a slice of tomato on there. That sounds gross. You don't put tomato on, right? If you're having like a donut burger, you wouldn't put a tomato on. That sounds gross, right? What do you put on it? You put the meat patty, probably bacon. I don't know. Do you put like burger sauce on it? You put onions on it? How it all sounds kind of gross. The donut cheeseburger? I don't know. Now that I think about it, I'm not sure if I can get down with the donut cheeseburger. I thought I would because I love sweet and savory usually. But like the thought of thinking of like a slice of tomato on a donut is just gross. They're fine, nothing special though. I feel like it would be okay if you only put like the patty on there. Maybe cheese? I don't know, but once you start putting like onions and lettuce and tomato and like burger sauce, God forbid ketchup, to me that just ruins it. Yeah, no sauce, no veggies. Don't like ketchup? No, I like ketchup, but not on a donut. Ketchup on a donut just sounds gross. What is burger sauce? I don't know. I think it's like mayo, mustard, ketchup, relish, all mixed together. Maybe like garlic powder and paprika, something like that. Mayo plus secret ingredients. I do prefer burger sauce to ketchup on my burgers if there's a vegan one, which there often isn't. But I do like mayo on my burger more than just ketchup. But I also like mustard more than just ketchup. It's called burger sauce after all. It's good to dip fries in too. I should make another Big Mac. But you guys were like, that's not a Big Mac. Just because it's vegan and because it only has one patty and it doesn't have the middle bun doesn't mean it's not a Big Mac. Maybe it means it's not a Big Mac, but it doesn't mean it doesn't taste good, because it definitely still tastes good. It's just a hamburger. I don't know. It's about the sauce, right? A Big Mac. And then it's about the no tomato, and it's about the small onions and the extra bun. No, the extra bun is just compensation for the shrinkflation that has been going on at McDonald's. It's their way of being like, look, we can guarantee that you'll get a little bit of an extra serving size because we put the extra bun in the middle. But really, I bet if you like take the buns out and weigh them, all 3 buns weigh less than just like one regular bun that you would use to make a burger at home. It's a support item. It's a filler episode. Big Burger's gonna come after me. This is my opinion, allegedly. Please note, I have not stepped into a McDonald's in... Actually, I think the last time was 2011, 2012. I think that was the last time. Not even for some fries. I don't know. I've heard that the fries have like meat juice on them. I don't know if that's true anymore. I think it was true at one point. They've been vegan for decades? Really? Oh, it contains dairy? I don't know. I'm getting mixed information here. I mean, there's like plenty of places to get French fries. Well, I don't eat fast food in general. Even Taco Bell, which I seem to talk about all the time, I like never eat. Well, rarely. When was the last time time I probably ate Taco Bell within the last year. Maybe like twice in the last year. I don't eat it that often. Taco Bell is good. It's just like not in my habit to go there, you know? I don't know. Maybe it's because I like to consider myself a princess. In the atmosphere of Taco Bell leaves a little bit to be desired. I can get down with Taco Bell when I'm like on a road trip, but it's like if I'm just gonna go get food, I don't know. It's only good if you're drunk or were recently drunk. You wanna go to the fancy Taco Bell. Is there such a thing? I feel like every time, like the last time I went to Taco Bell, I'm pretty sure I like looked at the reviews. Cause it's always like in a road trip situation, right? So like you're driving and it's like, oh, I'm getting hungry. Well, let's stop at a Taco Bell. Well, let's find one, like the best Taco Bell. And so you start looking at the reviews, but I'm pretty sure they all had like 3-star reviews. Like none of the reviews were very inspiring. So I don't know. I don't know where this fancy Taco Bell is. It's not about the reviews. It's about the experience. I mean, you end up going anyway, and it's like, even though it's like a 3-star Taco Bell, it's like you have a good time. Maybe you get to use the like ordering kiosk so you don't have to talk to a human. And that's nice. And it's always the same. The reviews are deceptive. I mean, who's gonna leave a review for Taco Bell? Like, who's gonna leave a good review for Taco Bell, right? Like, you can imagine people leaving a bad review out of spite and anger. But, like, who's gonna take time to, like, leave a good review? Do you even get, like, Yelp points for that? I know that, like, people want to be, like, the Yelp Emperor or whatever. The Yelp Baron. There's, like, a name, right? When you, like, leave enough reviews on Yelp, you become, like, Yelp Hokage. So that's your, like, your carrot on a stick to leave more reviews. I'm telling you, there is. That's why people get really serious about their Yelp reviews. But I don't know if you even get points for leaving a review for Taco Bell. It's real. They go to special reserved functions and stuff, like Yelp royalty only, and then you get like dethroned by somebody else in your area who's eating at restaurants more often than you are. The drama. Yelp Battle Royale. You get freebies for being an elite? Wait, like from whom? Like from the restaurants? Because that doesn't seem fair. That seems like bribery to me. Who's getting freebies? From Yelp? That's an ethical violation.